Welcome back everyone, I'm Cosmo, you're watching the Kosmoto channel, and today we're going to be talking about how I am going to keep riding this season. If you haven't seen my previous two videos, you may not know that my bike was in a bit of an accident, it fell off my trailer, yada yada yada. Been there, done that, never want to do it again. And as you also may not know if you haven't watched the videos, the damage is not as bad as I initially thought. I think it is just isolated to the handlebars, fingers crossed, which technically is not that big of a deal, right? Like I can just get new handlebars, which actually I already got in the mail. I just have to go pick them up, which I will probably unbox later in this video. But seems pretty simple, right? Just put new handlebars on, new levers, yada yada yada, and she'll be good to go riding again. But this bike means something special to me, and I've been meaning to give it the right treatment. I've been meaning to turn it into my dream DT, and I really want to take it out of commission for a bit, especially in light of this, in light of the engine needing a bit of bottom end work, the forks needing to be rebuilt anyway. There's a bunch of things on it that are technically fine, but they're not up to my spec, and I want this thing to be really nice in my eyes. And that'll take some work, that'll take some time, I want to powder coat the frame, I want to do engine work, I want to do all this stuff, and it will take time, it will take money, and obviously this means that I can't ride it for the rest of the season because I do want to get a head start on this. My plan basically is, and if you haven't already noticed, the silver DT175 behind me is to turn this bike into my trail bike for the rest of the season. I won't be using the engine from here because even though it's a tight engine, I do want to go over it myself, and I want to make sure that everything's good. I might do rings on it because it's been sitting for 7 years. But what I will do is I will take the engine that I know runs from the red DT175, throw it in here, put my knobby wheels on here, and just ride this thing for the rest of the season. Single wire to ignition, one kill switch. I mean, you only ever need one kill switch. I don't know why you need more than one kill switch. I mean, you never know. 2 kill switches could be cool. One on each hand. I don't know. No lights whatsoever. Just a bare bones trail bike for the rest of the season. The only thing is I don't have a seat for it, but I think I could figure something out. I might experiment with the 78 seat. This is a 79, this is a 78. You probably can't see it, but the red DT is right here in front of me. So I might try and see if I can make some different mounts for that seat to try and fit it on this bike. Or I have a bunch of moped seats that I could maybe try and fit onto this thing temporarily. We'll see. Because a brand new seat is $215. And I don't want to put a $215, wow, I'm having trouble talking, dollar seat on a trail bike, that's going to start its life by being ridden on the trails. Eventually this bike is going to be rebuilt, but for now it's going to be a trail bike, and I don't want to mess up a brand new seat. Catch my drift? Moving on. So that's my plan. Turn this into a trail bike for the season, focus on this, and make it my dream bike. You guys will sort of see the direction I'm going in today. Well, for me today, for you in this video, when I unbox the package that I have to go get still. That's a lot of talking. I don't know if I missed anything, and like I said, I know to somebody this may not make sense. Why not just fix the handlebars and ride this thing, rebuild this thing? But it's because this bike matters a lot more to me. It was my first DT. I really, really love this bike. I love how it rides, and I haven't even experienced it in its true proper form. It's always been in some broken on some level, either the engine or the suspension or both at once. So it'll be nice to actually make this thing awesome. I'm aiming for a little more horsepower as well, bigger exhaust, stuff like that. Just a bit of a sneak peek. So yeah, enough talking. I am gonna do some work on this bike right now. I want to mock some things up. I don't want to use the stock fenders, even though they're pretty crappy. The front one is peeling. The back one has already peeled. But structurally they're really good, so they could be stripped and repainted. I don't want to mess it up on the trails, but I do have 1996 RT100 fender that I think might fit one way or another. We'll see. But it's a little moldy, so I gotta clean it up first, or just wear gloves when I touch this thing. I'm gonna mock a couple of things up on this bike, and then I'm gonna go get the package and unbox the package. Hope you guys are down with this plan. I'm really excited for it. The Red DT is gonna be absolutely sick, like so sick. I'm pumped, and the most important thing is I'm going to keep it as a dual sport. I was initially going to do like a bare bones enduro type style bike on it, but I don't want to take away the street legal aspect of this thing. It's still going to look like an off-road monster, but I do want very basic wiring for turn signals, headlight, tail light, brake light, all that. Some kind of custom dash. I do want to, since I never got a speedo unit with that bike, picked this up in like a package of parts, and I was thinking it'd be really cool to mount this off to the side on the dash, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, on the handlebars, and then to the side 3D print a custom panel that has a digital speedometer gauge, maybe like a temp gauge, something like that, like a trip meter. But it would be cool to keep a piece of the original Yamaha history on there, especially because this is in such good condition. This build will be a bit of an ordeal, but I'm really excited for it. This bike is going to be awesome. I've got colors and everything picked out. I am keeping the red gas tank. You guys may or may not know I love keeping the original gas tank if it's in good condition. If it's too far gone, I don't have any problems with getting the dents out and basically restoring it, repainting it. But if it's in decent condition, even if there's a couple of dents, I see that as like part of history of the bike and part of its character, so I don't want to take that away from it. Enough rambling, let's get to wrenching on this thing. I'm going to try mocking up the RT100 fender, but I don't want to wash it, so I'm just going to put on gloves. So hot. Ugh, allergies. I don't even know if I'll be able to mount a seat with this here because it doesn't even fit. It does fit, but do the holes match up? The holes actually don't match up too bad. Huh. This could work. Some old fender screw. The mold is touching me. It's not going in the hole. Is that a common problem? Come on. I got it. Allergies are the bane of my existence. With a cold, at least it'll be over in a couple of days. This stuff is never ending. Oh, good thing I got a tetanus shot recently. That actually looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Nice and bobbed up. Probably terrible for actually deflecting any sort of mud spray, but oh well. Looks pretty cool if I can make it work. No, the RTC would look terrible. Let's do it just for fun though. Yeah, that would never work. Now it's like a banana seat. Alright, enough messing around. At least with this. I'm going to keep messing around. One more thing that I want to try fitting, well I guess one of the things that I want to try fitting to the bike, and it's this number plate that I got from the RT100 as well. I think the spacing will work, and I think it might look kind of cool, because like I said, I'm not planning to put lights on this thing. I don't ride in the dark, at least not on the trails, and yeah, I think this might look neat. I do got to drill out these reflector brackets because they look kind of goofy, but they're rivets, so I got to drill them out. But let's mount this thing up and see how it looks. I'm digging this. Pause the video now, guys, and let me know what you think about this. Should I keep the number plate or no? This is actually looking pretty cool. I need a damn seat though. I'm not sure what I want to run for a fender because the hole pattern on the RT fender is different. It is a little smaller. I could run the red fender from the red 175, or I could run the blue fender that I recently got, or I could run this thing. This is a Supermoto fender that I bought one time thinking that it'd be really cool to have on the red DT, but it wasn't cool. It looks kind of weird, but I don't care how this bike looks for the next, couple of months. So maybe this might look kind of good and goofy in a certain way. I don't know, but it'll definitely suck at repelling any sort of mud, because it's kind of got holes where all the mud's supposed to be going. So that'll just be spraying up all in the frame. So I might just run the silver fender, might run the blue fender, might run the red fender. There you have it, guys. It looks even more atrocious than I anticipated, but I don't know. Maybe I can make some sort of mud flap for the rear. I don't know. Maybe it's too much red. I don't know. None of the colors matter on this bike. I don't know. Need a seat on this thing. Use my moped seat for now. Nice little single seat, that'd be cool. Boom. Done. Ready to go. Kind of. Let me know what you guys think about this fender. I obviously admit that it's quite goofy, but it's temporary, right? Don't want mud splashing onto my engine too much though. I think I'm just gonna put one of the stock fenders on, or make a mud flap for that one. Then I'll hit the exhaust when I turn. We'll see. It's not a big deal. I think this will be it for working on this bike in this video, simply because I want to make one video on building up this trail bike. I want to do it in a couple of days. I want to have it all in one video. I think it might be cool to have, like a 40-minute video, maybe even like an hour. I don't know how long it's going to end up being, but it'll definitely be longer than the standard video because there is quite a bit of work. So I want to put that all in one video. I think it might be cool. I don't want to spread it out into a whole nother build series. I've got this thing to do a build series on. I've got the GT100 waiting for framework. So it's like I don't need another whole series of videos. I figured I can crank this one out in one video, and also see how receptive people are to videos that length, because if people enjoy watching a longer video of something getting done start to finish, then maybe that's something I'll focus on for some of my content. But anyway, enough talking. I am gonna go and get my parts from the post office and do the unboxing, because I'm really excited. I got some really cool parts. I got some things that will stop me from getting stranded on the trails again, or at least fix what got me stranded on the trails last time. I'm gonna go do that, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Had to wheel her out for some photos, so here she is again. The front fender is so goofy. Yep, that's it. Alright, time to go get the package for real now. Got the goods. Got the goods. I have the goods. Let's see what's in here. Handlebar grips. I know these look a little goofy, but I figured I'd give them a try. You know what? Grips can always be swapped out, so it's not a big deal in my mind. These are cool though. I like the red on there. This is perfect. I need another NGK sticker because mine got screwed up on my front fender. But this, and the reason I'm taking it apart now, because I gotta just check that it's the right thing. The reason that I got this is because the boot, the boot actually fits this NGK plug end, which you can't take off. Perfect. So now I can use standard plugs without having to have the ones where you can screw this off and it exposes like a studded thread, a threaded stud. Oh my god, my brain today, guys. I got the really long version, so I have a bunch of extra wiring. So there, that's a pretty cool upgrade. I'm really happy with that. This right here is a new throttle assembly. It's a Magura throttle assembly. I don't necessarily want to take it apart now, but it looks pretty cool, and I'm excited to just have it as like a, you know, a standalone throttle assembly rather than one that's part of a switch assembly. Next item, a new brake lever. I am going to open this up. Motion Pro replaces OEM, so I don't know. I try to pick a cool one. And I think I picked a pretty cool one, actually. I think this is neat. Nice little brake lever to replace, because my perch on my other one is broken anyway, so I needed this regardless. This is cool. I'm excited for that. Let's put this back in here. I did get another spark plug boot, and it should be the same one. Yep, it's the same one that fits the NGK spark plugs. Come here. I guess, sorry, it fits the standard spark plug top. My other one, you have to screw this off to expose a thread, so, and only then you can put it in the boot. But with the NGK plugs, you can't do that, so that's why I'm saying it's for the NGK plug. I got two of these because I got two DTs, and I want one in each one. Good stuff. I got one on my moped too. This I didn't have to buy. Shouldn't be spending extra money right now, given the circumstances. But it's a cool little keychain. Made in the USA. That's pretty cool. It's Sycra front fender keychain. I thought that was pretty neat. It was like $5 or something, less than $5. So now for the coolest thing that I got. Yup, a Renthal fat bar. Oh, this is awesome. It's cool that it came with the bar pad. Oh, this is sweet. I got risers for it as well, so that's going to be nice. I am pumped. I'm pumped to have some proper bars on my bike finally. Black and red and white will match my bike, so that's pretty cool. I'm pumped. As you can see, I got the Enduro bend. Probably could have gotten a taller bar, but this is cool. I'm really pumped to see this on the bike. That's that, guys. That's all the stuff that I got for now. I'm pretty broke, so go figure. I am going to be saving some money and dedicating some more money to my DT. Stay tuned for more cool unboxings. I thought that one was pretty cool. I really think the handlebars are going to make the bike. I picked the titanium color for a reason, so stay tuned for that as well. And I actually have to end this video. I have to go. I'm trading some parts for the silver DT down the line, so I got to go do that. But thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It does help promote the video to other people. You know, you can share the video directly with other people too if you enjoyed it. But I'm going to stop rambling, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. So before I close out the video, I wanted to show you guys what I ended up getting tonight. These are brand new DT175 front and rear fenders. You can't find these anywhere. As you can see, they're in silver and they're gray. Perfect for my silver DT175. They're brand new, and they're not OEM. They're not made by Yamaha. Yamaha has discontinued their production of these fenders. These are actually from Colombia, and they are really good reproduction. They did the edges really well. Everything is done really well. There is a bit of a molding. I guess not a defect. Like you can't feel it, but there's definitely a bit of a funky finish there, which isn't a huge issue for me personally. I don't mind that. I can always put a I was gonna say decal, but I said sticker. Well, I said sticker. So I can always put a decal over that. That's not a huge deal. These are brand new fenders. Fenders are very hard to find, and I'm just happy to have these. I also could use them for another project, which I'll tell you guys about another time. But yeah, brand new fenders. I traded DT125 cylinder and head for these. I think it's a pretty good deal. Fenders usually, per fender is like anywhere from 80 to $100. So pretty good trade. I have 2 nice fenders now, and I'm stoked. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.